Let's stop demonizing women in society. Yes, I'm talking about the agenda that's playing out that is wired to keep men and women at war with one another. The greatest and only war and separation is within yourself. I'm going to shine some light on some things that happen in relationship and why certain things are playing out, perhaps of why women are seen or they're demonized for when they're wild, they're chaotic. Yes, their wild darkness and their chaos comes out to play. You see, what women are really wanting is to know and to trust that he's going to be there for her, for trust that he will still be there when he sees her wild chaos, her darkness. Now, this does not mean to say that it gives her permission to disrespect him and dishonor him. The same goes for a man to dishonor and disrespect a woman. Violence is not okay no matter what. Violence is a behavior, but there's a plethora of emotions that a feminine and a woman is showing a man, prodding him, and in showing him how deep the emotions go deep into the depths of the heart. So many women have been demonized or looked at or scorned or walked away from because she's been unraveling. And this unraveling of going into her chaos takes courage. It can be scary. It can feel brutal. And what she is showing him, if he has the willingness to observe her and witness her and be there like a strong, stable pillar, not being in reaction for her, not taking the emotions that she is going through personally, but an opportunity where he can see and recognize the suppressed, wild, dark feminine that is within him. Every relationship you will have had up until this point, you have attracted. You've drawn them to you to show you what you need to see and what you need to heal in self. And the bottom line is, it all comes back to the individual. This is way beyond biology. It's not about them or us or all women or all men. As soon as you say all men and all women, you are then creating that in your reality, and that will be your warped perception that you will continue to live life until you see that you are the only one that needs to be the change and address the wounds within yourself. For the feminine, it's about learning how to remember her inner masculine, her presence that is within, that will hold space for her. So then when she sits in the flames and she sits in her chaos, she is able to do that. And she comes out the other side and she rises like the phoenix. For the masculine, it's about seeing and recognizing and making peace of that embodiment of the wild, chaotic feminine that is within him, not shaming her, not making her wrong. Yes, the aspect of himself that he lusts in other women, the aspects of himself that maybe make him want to run because he's afraid of that wildness. He's afraid of letting go of control. It's his deepest fear. Her deepest fear is, will he trust me? Will he still be there for me when he sees my fullest? There's something super potent and powerful when a man and woman have done the inner work and they have allowed themselves to bring all of that stuff, all of that suppression, where they've been suppressed by their parents or they've not been met, and they've healed that. And they are no longer afraid to go into the depths of their heart, of their raw and roaring passion, of desire. And also in that, their calm, stable presence. When they can meet in that space, they start to open up and open up into higher dimensions. You see, that which you see within others is also within yourself. And it's about learning to honor and respect that. As women, never giving up your king. As men, never giving up your queen. And honoring the other that you invite into your life. And then going into choosing to have that conscious relationship. That is truly magical, and that takes a level of courage, of trust, of integrity, of constantly bringing it back to three things: accountability, ownership, and responsibility of self, of your behavior, and being able to self-regulate, self-orientate, and take responsibility for your emotions. Let's stop pointing the finger and making it about others. Let's stop playing the victim game of you did this to me. My life is so terrible because of what you did. Every experience that I had, every traumatic experience, every experience what I so-called other took my power away. What I realized was no one could ever take my power away. These experiences built resilience, resourcefulness. They made me stronger. They unlocked my gifts to be who I am today, and I would not change it in a heartbeat. It took me a long, long time. I was a slow learner. Humans are slow learners because it's easier to stay in the victim. It's easier to keep blaming others for your past, and it is time to do the inner work. My door is open. You have to knock. Check out my offerings on my website. They're all in my bio. It's all by invitation, but you know what? Nothing is going to change by remaining the bitching, complaining, and the whining small little human that you were choosing to do. If this triggers you, I'm excited. You're welcome. Have a beautiful day.